Better than any other automaker, Subaru knows its customers and brilliantly markets their products based on warm and fuzzies like kids, dogs, and the great outdoors. Now, their vehicles definitely aren't for everyone, but for those of a particular mindset, the combination of legendary all-wheel drive and fuel-efficient powertrains is just what they're looking for. Case in point, the all-new Forester.
In full disclosure, I've never been a big Subaru guy, but apparently I'm in the minority because their dealers are having trouble feeding the insatiable demand for their crossovers, especially the Crosstrek and Forester, two of their best sellers. Now, Subaru's version of all new is tepid by industry standards. I parked this one next to a 2017 Forester the other day and had to stare for a while to discern the differences. It's really in the back where the new design is most prominent, or you could get out your tape measure. The wheelbase has been stretched by over 1 inch. While I view it as only slightly less dorky than before, I have to admit this Forester has received a lot of compliments this week, particularly about this new jasper green color. My tester is the Forester that has it all, the touring trim, priced at $35,270 with everything you see as standard equipment, including power seats for the driver and front passenger, new heated rear seats, and a heated steering wheel. The saddle brown leather interior is a perfect match and elevates Subaru's typically lacking cabin appeal. The ease of getting in and out is one of the Forester's hallmark traits, with its generous 8.7 inches of ground clearance lending to the ideal step-in height. The rear door openings are also wider, so getting the kids settled into their car seats is easier on adults. And in a day and age where windows are shrinking in favor of daring design, the Forester has greenhouse for days. Anywhere you turn, there's excellent visibility. The front seats are more long-trip comfortable now, and the driving position is SUV-like in its command, though I wish there was more lateral support to assuage some of the Forester's clumsy handling. And cargo room is up with a flatter, much wider load floor with underfloor storage, a cool cargo mat, cargo cover, and switches for remote operation of the split-fold seats. There's also a new button to lower the tailgate and lock the Forester from back here, but still no foot-activated operation. And the back seats are now very spacious, with much more legroom and an overall sense of expansiveness, thanks in part to the panoramic roof. Unfortunately, with a manual shade that's a little hard to reach. The newly divided seat back pockets are also a nice get. The powertrain is, well, very Subaru. The numbers don't jump off the page and are lower than all of the Forester's key rivals. But the 2.5-liter boxer engine now has a little more to give, producing 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, while gas mileage is marginally better, rated at 29 mpg. That, combined with a larger tank, also provides a greater driving range of over 480 miles. Subaru's latest continuously variable transmission is generally pretty darn good, but I don't like its logic here. Like it's trying too hard to replicate a traditional automatic, and in doing so creates some unusual sensations. Turbos and stick shifts are no longer an option. But the best part of any Subaru is its all-wheel drive system, which is in fact superior and pairs here with torque vectoring for individual wheel control and a new dual-setting X mode for tailored off-road settings, including deep snow and mud. Hill descent control is also part of the X mode mix. And even on these rather plebeian Falcons, the Forester distinguishes itself as the small CUV you want when the blacktop disappears.
Like nearly all Subarus, the Forester feels most at home on the trail to the lake and on that rural dirt road, where it flaunts a rugged capability that's actually palpable from behind the wheel. Otherwise, there's not a lot to praise here. The steering is some of the most artificial and disconnected you will find. It's a Subaru, so you know there's not going to be much power or a particularly pleasing transmission. And the ride quality is less than polished over rough pavement. Now, all of that being said, How many Forester owners would actually care about such things? Probably not many.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Just be mindful that if you consider yourself a driver, then a CX-5 or CR-V is going to be a better fit. This one is slow, and despite attempts to reduce extraneous sounds, the Forester is susceptible to wind noise. Subaru's camera-based EyeSight safety system is standard on all Foresters, but the higher trims get a more extensive version, including high beam assist and steering responsive headlights. The adaptive cruise control works very well, and there's even an attention monitor now. Look at that Navi screen too long while you're driving, and you'll be scolded both visually and audibly. Don't like it? Like most of these electronic nannies, they can be turned off. The tire pressure monitoring system now registers each individual wheel, and the new trailer stability assist makes towing that 1,500 pounds a little safer. I also love having a vehicle hold function for times when I'm sitting in traffic in order to give my leg a rest.
Though I like the outdoorsy look of this Touring's cabin, its functionality has frustrated me all week. First off, there are just too many switches everywhere. Look, Subaru, we know you've got great safety tech, but you don't need to include buttons for it up here, and then all over the steering wheel, and then another bank down here by my left knee. I mean, these are functions that you don't generally switch on and off that often, so they should be incorporated into the electronics. Next up is this upper screen up here, packed with good information, but extremely difficult to access with more confusing switchgear on the left side of the steering wheel. And then there are a couple of USB ports down here, but the little space they give you for your cell phone isn't even big enough, much less offer wireless charging. And then when you want to lift the power liftgate, there's another switch for that over here, but it won't work until you unlock all of the doors first. It's just little annoyances like this that have soured my time with the Forester this week.
The Starlink system is one of the better setups on the market, including full Apple and Android integration, Wi-Fi hotspot, built-in TomTom navigation, and lots of connectivity options with a vehicle-controlling smartphone app. The Harman Kardon 9-speaker sound system also outperforms its 576 watts. For the mountain biking, granola-eating, Vermont maple syrup aficionado, the new Forester continues to adroitly facilitate the stereotypical Subaru lifestyle. And for that, it's a very good choice. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.